Hi, I'm Tina Ann Middleton, author of the Forestville series. I'd like to welcome you today to the writing journey, where we inspire and encourage each other in the craft of writing. Today we're going to talk about the all-important blurb. What is it? What's it for? And why is it so hard to write? We'll be right back. As writers, we face a lot of challenges. Finding time to write in our busy schedules, dealing with writer's block at times, deciding on publishing, traditional or indie. One thing that I have found to be a special challenge for me is writing the blurb for the back of the book. Now the blurb, what is that? The blurb, that's a short description of your book. This part here. It's usually on the back of the book. If your book is, say, on Amazon or one of the other websites, then you'll put your description, your blurb, on there as well. What's it for? Why do we need a blurb? The blurb is what you use to hook your readers. Now, while the cover is important, despite that old saying about don't judge a book by its cover, how many of us, when we're looking for a book, we look at the cover, right? But we also look at the description. At least I do. In fact, a lot of times I'll look at the description, the blurb, more than I'll look at the cover. The idea here is to give your readers just a hint of what the story is about. It's like an appetizer or a sample. Think about when you go to Sam's or one of the other grocery stores and they have the samples out. I think they usually do that on Saturdays. And the idea is you're going to try that sample. And maybe you'll like what you tried so much, you'll buy the product. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just eat the sample. And people are going to do that with your book. With books, they're going to look through a lot of blurbs before they decide on the book they want. You want to make yours the sample that hooks them in. So, what's so hard about it? Well, for me, it was easier to write the book. When I wrote Mistaken Target, and we got ready to publish it, had to write the blurb for the back. I said it was easier to write the story than for me to condense it down enough that I could tell you a little bit. I have to tell enough to give you an idea of the story, but not tell too much. Because if I tell you too much, why buy the book? Let me read you from my blurb. You tell me what you think about this. Now, you always have this big sentence right up here, right? That's the first thing to grab you. Resisting love, grieving for her brother, and fighting for her life. Okay, so the first thing you're seeing is, her, so it's the heroine, and she doesn't want to fall in love. She's grieving for her brother, so we're getting the idea he's something's happened to him. And she's fighting for her life. Esther Daniels is a highly skilled martial artist and fiercely independent. She is just as fierce at resisting romance. Esther's world is shattered when her brother, narcotics detective Paul Daniels, is callously shot and killed. When Paul's canine partner Ninja is injured too severely to return to duty, Esther adopts the dog in an effort to keep Paul's presence with her. Okay, so we're setting up the story here. Her brother is dead. She's adopted the dog. We're learning a little bit about Esther. The summer after Paul's death is quiet, but as autumn begins, so do the deadly incidents. Who is trying to kill her and why? Is Esther the only target? Stephen Abrams is happy to just be Esther's friend at first. As he and Esther face repeated attempts on her life, they struggle with a growing attraction. Can Stephen protect the woman he is falling for? and convince her to give love a chance? Now, I'll be honest with you. I put this blurb up and I asked people for their opinions. And there were some who told me it's too long. It tells too much. Others told me it's great. I love it. So you're, as many people as there are out there, you're going to get that many opinions. But I will say it was hard for me to condense my story down to that. Now, before we move any further, let me encourage you. If you like what you see on this, please subscribe to my I'm going to get this out for y'all. Please subscribe to my channel, The Writing Journey. Be sure that you ring the bell so that you get future notifications. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Goodreads, and on my Amazon author page. There you go. I got the words out. How do you like that? Okay, let's look at some resources real quick. For some, like me, it is hard to write the blurb. I wish I had thought to look these resources up sooner, because there are articles, books, videos available that teach how to write blurbs. You know, we've made the word Google a verb. So I would tell you, Google it. There are too many on there to list. Remember I said, for as many people as there are out there, there are that many opinions. What you might want to do is choose several of these articles or books or videos and watch or read, and then you determine what's going to work for you. Because you can't do what everybody says. There's going to be too much difference. So read it or watch it, and then you work with what's going to work for you. For some of you, writing the blurb may not be the challenge that it was for me. But whether it's easy, whether it's hard, the blurb is a vital part of the book. I would say it's as important as the cover. Make sure you keep on writing, and have a great week.